Então eu tô com esses problemas meio pessoais, e aí acabou vindo essa Phantom aí que, querendo ou não, Phantom é a arma mais fácil de matar. Phantom é a arma, eu sempre falo isso nas minhas lives, Phantom é arma de Nilba, e eu fui Nilba hoje, infelizmente.
Caralho, você foi Nilba hoje? Caralho, se tu foi Nilba, o Nets foi o quê? O Les não volta pra um time brasileiro nem fudendo se ele... Sem brincadeira mesmo, difícil ele voltar, cara. Todo respeito aos times BR aí. Nem tem por que voltar.
O Sadak estava na transmissão do título do Legs e se mostrou bastante orgulhoso dele. Os gringos do Black Chat se mostraram impressionados com o IBR, mas levantaram uma preocupação sobre o time. Janeiro é hora de começar o projeto verão e mostrar o shape. Opa, calma aí que eu tô no canal errado. Mas você ainda pode fazer seu projeto verão, mas com a Vavá Academy. Um projeto para você e seu duo deixarem de ser pinões. A Vavá Academy tá com promoção nesse verão, onde 2 assinaturas saem pelo preço de uma. Então você e seu duo têm acesso a todas as aulas, pixels, coach radiante particular, além de campeonatos semanais com premiação para você colocar tudo que aprendeu em prática. E muito mais pela metade do valor. Basta vocês fazerem a meinha. Então vão parar com essa hemorragia no seu histórico e vem pra Vavá Academy. O link vai estar aqui na descrição. Fala galera, tudo bem com vocês? No último domingo, o Led fez história ao ser o primeiro jogador a conseguir conquistar o VST em 2 regiões diferentes. E após a final, ele deu uma entrevista e falou sobre a conquista do título e essa sua ida para a Vitality.
Okay, we'll go to Les here next. Now, the only player to ever win 2 trophies in 2 separate regions. I know Narrate's nearly edged you there, but of course, coming over here and being able to achieve that, it is not easy, Les. It's definitely not easy, as you probably experienced in a different region as well. How would you compare winning it this time around compared to 2023?
I think it's more hard to my individual because I'm changing my language, right? But to compare the tournaments in VC America, it's a little more hard because it was more long, the tournament. I won the VST1, not the kickoff, so like kickoff is so fast.
Yeah, it almost feels like harder because how much you have to play and how quickly things change as well. I think a lot of your teammates have shared why they joined Team Vitality. So I wanted to ask you, why did you come here? Why did you move region, take this risk?
It's a complicated question, right? But like it was a project, I think. Like I was talking with Dirk before, like we were planning to play together. So, and Safe went to me with a good project, good ideas. I like it. We did some tryouts. I saw his move because I needed to see. Because I play against him one time and it was a stomp. Sorry. So I didn't know if he was good or not. But after the tryout, I saw that this team is amazing, and then I joined.
I need you to come and talk to my landlord or something, Safe. You know, you can get anything done. Everyone is here because of you. I absolutely love that. And Sadak has been on the desk today, and I have never seen someone have so much loyalty and trust and just rave about how great you are and how much he thinks that you guys can definitely win this trophy. Today, one of the things he shared with us is that when he saw the Fracture was the final map, he said that you will be one of the reasons that Vitality can do this because you love this map. In the past, you've even told him that you could call on this map as well. Did any of that come out today on this Fracture? How are you feeling, especially on Brimstone?
I think he was being sarcastic because I hate this map. Like, for me, it's the worst map in this game. But I understand a lot about this map. So we create together. This map was Safe, Trex, Faded, and me. So I have some ideas in this map. So I was really confident.
You like the Brimstone?
I like it. I like it. The
fun?
old dog. I like it.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, Les?
I think EDG, the actual champions.
Nice, great answer.
They're first seed, little bit.
Yeah, you might face him a bit later. Probably face him a bit later.
Pois é, no final aí foi comentado sobre o Sadak estar na transmissão e tem um clipe do Sadak falando sobre o Led que tem sido bastante compartilhado, onde ele aparenta estar bastante orgulhoso.
I think they need to shut down Les because Sadak,
Impossible.
Les...
Impossible.
You guys don't know this, when we're watching the game here with Sadak, every time Les is
boy.
in any situation, Sadak is like, watch this, he's gonna win. He's got this. He wins these. But he does win these.
Not a single doubt in my mind, of course. Look at this. So smart, so handsome. Look. Oh my God. Yes. He has everything also.
Yeah, Mini, however, on the other side was like, oh, Durka, what are you doing? Why have you missed that?
To be honest, I was being a bit critical of Durka. Yeah, there was a very big contrast between the positivity coming out of Sadhak and
Yeah.
me being the usual negative
But-
Nancy.
There's not a lot of negatives you can say about Les, though, Minnie. You know,
That's
if you
true.
watch that map, he was just prime Les.
Yes, he's just chilling, killing everyone. You see no emotion in his face. He came here to destroy. That's it.
Pois é, quem também estava bastante orgulhoso do Les foi o Saci, que escreveu o seguinte no seu Twitter: Les, com 19 anos, é campeão do Champions, VST Américas e agora do EMEA. Fora os campeonatos do Brasil. O futuro desse menino é brilhante, questão de tempo para conquistar tudo dentro do Valorant. Feliz de ver você tendo sucesso fora, parabéns, monstro. O Saci também reagiu ao Les explicando o porquê jogou de Phantom na final.
Les, a gente tá vendo você numa nova fase da carreira, querendo ou não falando inglês,
Vai tomar, né?
falando numa outra língua, com outra cultura, mas a gente tem visto um Les explorando mais dentro do servidor, um Les que vem de Astra, como você explicou na entrevista passada que a gente fez, hoje com Brimstone e hoje jogando muito mais de Phantom do que Vandal, a gente tá muito acostumado a ver
Verdade.
você de
Ah lá,
Vandal,
lá vem,
Perude,
lá vem,
Vital,
lá
Zansu,
vem.
chaveiro do Champions. Por que esse Brimstone hoje, mais uma vez questão de conforto da equipe, mesmo tendo Vice, e por que a Phantom, que o povo brasileiro quer saber?
Cara, isso daí é triste, tá? Isso daí não me orgulho de dizer, mas primeiro Brimstone. Foi mais pelo time e pelo Trex, ele não estava muito confortável de fazer Brimstone. E, cara,
Legal.
eu sou pau pra toda obra.
Isso aí.
Então, e eu sempre gostei um pouco de jogar de Brimstone, eu acho muito legal o estimulante dele e tal. E em
Mais fácil
relação a
também.
Phantom, rapaziada, eu tava assistindo muitos campeonatos e tava muita gente jogando de Phantom e eu tava pinando nas ranqueadas, não tava pegando legal. Aí eu falei, mano, hoje é Phantom Day que se dane, velho. Eu vou com tudo. Aí eu joguei uma monte de ranked ontem de Phantom, joguei ranked hoje de Phantom, fui pro campeonato de Phantom e deu bom. Peguei ali
Pegou
uma
bastante
monte
kill
de
de Phantom.
kill, quase
Farmou
MVP, eu acho.
bastante.
Acho que isso aí foi MVP, que ele mereceu muito. Mas consegui dar uma destacada. Eu acho que, cara, eu tô passando por uma fase difícil, pessoal, assim, de confiança, né? Porque minha função sempre foi muito em relação à comunicação, tá ligado? Do time. E como eu tô trocando de língua, meu cérebro ainda não tá 100% adaptado pra, tipo assim, o cara falou aquilo, mano, é tipo 4 pessoas falando inglês todo segundo, eu consigo entender tudo, só que, tipo, meu cérebro não tá na insta-reação que era antes, que era, tipo, um cara que fala que tem 2 caras lá, então eu consigo instantaneamente reagir aqui. Meu cérebro ainda não tá isso, meu cérebro ainda tá, tipo, prestando atenção no que ele tá falando e não no automático. Então, eu tô com esses problemas meio pessoais, e aí acabou vindo essa Phantom aí que, querendo ou não, Phantom é a arma mais fácil de matar. Phantom é a arma, eu sempre falo isso nas minhas lives, Phantom é arma de Nilba, e eu fui Nilba hoje, infelizmente.
Caralho, você foi Nilba hoje? Caralho, se tu foi Nilba, o Nets foi o quê? Ué. E o Trex? Para aí, Les, para.
Valeu, Sassi.
Cara, é que Phantom na LAN é muito gostoso de jogar, cara. Mas, ó, voltando ao que ele falou sobre comunicação, pô, eu demorei muito pra acostumar com isso, velho. Eu nunca me senti 100% confiante comunicando em inglês também, velho. Eu joguei 2 anos na Sentinels e a parte mais difícil
Sassi.
quando você vai jogar comunicando em outra língua, assim, inglês, cara, é muito difícil você tá focado, ficar automático. E ele que joga no papel de lurker também, ele tá pegando jeito. Mas, mano, pô, primeiro campeonato do LES, primeiro ano de Vitality, primeiro camp de Vitality, comunicando em inglês, e ganhou o EMEA, paizão, você tá bem demais, mano. Você ficou mais 17 numa final, né? Não, aqui você tá bem, a intenção acho que é só melhora daqui pra frente, não? Pô, ele tá muito bem aqui, cara. Cresceu muito.
Les, de fato você não vive o seu auge que a gente tá acostumado na questão de mira.
Rapidinho, deixo claro aqui, tá? O Les não volta pra um time brasileiro nem fudendo se ele continuar aqui se destacando na Europa, tá? Que a Vitality vai, mano, amarrar esse moleque aí. Se ele se destacar o ano inteiro, é papo de contrato de 3 anos. Esquece. Mano, sem brincadeira mesmo, difícil ele voltar, cara. Todo respeito aos times BR aí.
você realmente ter.
Nem tem por que voltar.
Pois é, o vídeo completo do Saci reagindo à entrevista tá na Twitch dele e também deve sair em breve no canal de cortes dele, então já confere lá. Mas e aí, qual a sua opinião sobre tudo isso? Já deixa aí nos comentários e vamos para a próxima notícia. O MIBR encerrou o VST Kickoff com a terceira colocação, e o time virou assunto durante o episódio mais recente do Plat Chat, e legendamos aqui para conferirmos. Então já deixa seu like nesse vídeo, confere se está inscrito aqui no canal e vamos lá ver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think MIBR have got legs throughout the season though as well, because Sen did show up, but a lot of the wins that MIBR are getting, in my opinion, the fact that they picked Abyss versus EG and Abyss into Crew as well, and their ideas of what they were trying to go for on Bind versus Crew, it's clear to me, and I mean I shouldn't be surprised by this, I think, because they've got Fraud in as one of the coaches, but they're pretty heavy on trying to anti-specific setups or spotting weaknesses in team setups. I think it's a good sign that they're actively, from what I see, a lot of teams have differing philosophies when they go into games. They'll be like, we're just going to focus on our own map pool, or we're just going to ban one of the strongest ones for the opponents. But MIB are actively looking to pick a map that teams are not shying away from, that they want to play, and trying to pick it apart, which they're thinking about the game in that way. And they have the firepower as well. The only thing that I think is going to bite them in the ass later is if we do end up in a rather stale meta state where it gets to the point where it is literally just Euro, Tail, Breach, Vice being played the majority of the time. And because of the roles, they have to stick to double duelist. That's the only thing I can see being an issue for MIBR. But if that doesn't end up being the case and they can still get away with playing double duelist,
I think there's a lot of concerns for MIBR with that aspect, though, because because Cortesia is a smokes player who's just made the transition over to playing Sentinel, and if you're wanting to play meta Sentinel stuff at the moment, you right now should be playing a lot of Vice, and they're not playing any Vice. I don't think. I think he's playing like.
I don't think they.
Cypher.
No, they didn't play it once.
Yeah. So he's already just getting comfortable with Cypher. He's playing super aggro on the defense sides anyway, no matter what he plays. So like even when he's on the Viper, for example. And I think trying to refine what he's doing and learn the extra sentis that he needs to do on top of that. It's not that it's guaranteed to fail. It's just that every time you're adding more blocks on top, there's more chance of something going wrong. And I think that one of the other concerns for me watching MIBR, they didn't really have their whole team come online for any one match. Like Aspas drops a kill record, Aspas is consistent generally. Then you have Xenom generally being the second player that occasionally pokes his head up above the water and has a good performance. I think at the beginning of kickoff he had a few maps here and there.
This map as well, actually.
Yeah, when he played against Sentinel, when he played against Sentinels, he clutched up super hard here on Pearl. Cortesia fried in the off season, was super quiet for the majority of kickoff, and then towards the end had one match where he went nuts. Artisans had great performances generally, but couldn't turn up in the game against Sen. I think there's good talent on this team. And you see it, but it goes from match to match. You don't see it all working together at the same time. And I think that is only going to get more difficult as they try to go more meta. Like at the moment, they're going for really simple ideas. And I think that's going to get tougher as the requirement to play new stuff, different stuff, becomes more palpable once you get into the stage one. Like if you're just running the same stuff all the time, you're gonna get antied to shit in a stage one environment where you're playing every week.
Yeah.
If they don't level up and try and play anything new or change the style they're playing, I think they are absolutely gonna get exposed stage one, because let's be real, the attack sides this tournament, 90% of their rounds was contacting around the map. Aspas gets a pick somewhere because he's the GOAT, and then we hit a site together and then kind of play a post plan. That's kind of it. They're not to say that like they were bad. Obviously, it worked out. I think it plays very well to the strengths of these players and the comfort roles of what they did. Like, I think this is a solid way to play the game for kickoff. But if that's all they're going to be into stage 1, then I don't expect this team to be top 3 again in stage 1.
But we didn't expect that in the first place, so that would be maybe an unreasonable expectation, right?
Sure.
Of like them repeating this.
Yeah,
Hard to
that's- yeah, I am doubtful that they wouldn't be able to maintain like at least being around 4th. They are going. There's a lot of time until stage 1 to continue to refine things, get Cortesia more reps playing Sentinel, or get him over to Vice specifically playing Sentinel. I also think in these games, I feel like Cortesia is in a get him in a room for 1 hour and I can fix him situation. He's a lot of times watching him, it reminds me of watching a Sentinel on a team coached by Potter. But like he was like APOTH maxing. Like it was too much. And I mean that in regard to like how Potter really likes her Sentinels to play with a lot of confidence and be so active at taking timings over and over. I swear Cortesia was doing that even more than APOTH last season. It was a constant factor. And he just wasn't getting enough value extracted from enough of those situations to justify that, but is on the cusp of being really excellent. And him aside, yeah, I just trust that they have enough time before stage 1.
They do
and
have a ton of
will
time.
have the luxury of being able to just sit back, watch all of Bangkok, see what is working for the teams that are winning there, and adopting that into their play in practice.
I don't know why,
in
but I
real
don't think
time.
they will.
Why?
I don't.
I mean, if that's true, if you're right and they don't, that's
There's
there's
a history of MIBR like not always being like kind of setting their own meta, playing the way they want to, having like this specific read. There's also kind of an Ospas thing of always playing Jett, always playing Raze, because he's fucking incredible with those agents. Like, if the meta stays, Breach, Teho, Yoru, Vice, like, I want to see them adopt more, but I just, in my heart of hearts, I don't believe that they will. But I'm hopeful for something different, and there's a lot of time for them to redefine who they are, and I'm excited to see what they do become in stage 1.